So I'm making some nachos. The ingredients we have here are ground pork, which you can also use beef. I'm using Tostitos pre-made nachos and some salsa. I was going to add some beans, but there's so much meat that I won't need to, and I can save these for later. Now, what you're going to want to do first is on the raw part of the meat, you're going to want to put your spices on like right away. This is one I like to use. Not sure what spices it contains. Let's see. Salt, spices and herbs, sugar, dehydrated onion, dehydrated garlic. Yeah, stuff like that. This, I like it because it's I don't know, it doesn't taste the same as the green spices do. And some pepper. Now this is only on like, now that may look like a lot, but that's because it's for the whole, oh, I left it frying for too long. Give me a moment. This is where we put the foam down for a second. If it's stuck to the pan, just dig under it with the spatula. See, and you might get some stuck to the bottom, just scrape that. See, like, what we got here? Yeah. What you're going to want to do is continue scraping the meat. And if it's sticking too much, you're going to want to turn the heat down. Also, I suspect this is less fatty than the beef I was using before. So we're going to add a little bit of butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Margarine. You can also use vegetable oil or lard or whatever. Right? I'm going to give it a spoonful-ish. I'm going to put that right in there. And that'll add flavor as well as help me avoid the sticking. The sticking is also less bad of a problem if you use frozen meat. I didn't freeze mine because I wanted it to be faster. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to like chop the meat up a bit and try to stir it. Scramble it like eggs, you know? And we're not going to add any of the sauce until it is all fully cooked. So, yeah. I'm going to cut to then. A lot closer to done. And we are going to add some garlic. Well, it's garlic salt specifically, so you got to be light with it. So yeah, you just continue to stir it until it is... I'm sorry if the camera's drifting. I'm more so focusing on cooking safely. So if the camera angle is off, that's why. It's also why I'm explaining everything I'm doing instead of just showing you. Because it's rather important to understand the process of cooking. Yeah, this video is for Linglu because they said they don't know how to cook. And I'm here to show them that it's very simple sometimes. Okay. So now that that's mostly done, we're going to open the salsa. Okay. We're going to take that and we're going to pour it in. Now we don't need too much because this, see, the more surface area you need to cover, the more sauce you need to add, right? So for spaghetti you need to add a lot more sauce. This is nachos, so it's not going to take as much. This salsa is mild, but you might prefer medium or spicy. That's fine. You could also add some flakes of jalapeno or chili, which would allow you to make it spicier. You see, we're going to get a bit of a tomatoey smell, because that's one of the things that salsa contains. It's got lots of peppers and tomatoes and certain herbs, and that is actually rather good for you. So yeah, we're gonna add the rest of the salsa because it's like, well, mostly because it's good, but also because see that boiling there? There's going to be less water in the salsa whenever it's done. So when you're adding a liquid to a very hot thing, you're going to want to add more than you need, because it will evaporate, because that's what happens when it boils. Okay? I have decided that I do want to add beans. As you can see, there's a bit of liquid in there. So we're going to go to the strainer. Now this part, I'm going to have to hold the phone here, because I need to be safe and use both hands. Okay, then we'll add it to the beef. Now this will considerably increase our cook time because we just added a whole lot of stuff, but it's going to make a bigger meal, it's going to be healthier, and look how colorful that is. Beautiful, right? More sauce. There's going to be enough nachos to share or save for later. It's going to be great. Okay. All right. Now while that's cooking, we're going to do the most important part, the cheese. So, once again, when you're doing something with knives or with things you can drop, use both hands. See, that's why. That could have happened to you. I'm just going to put you here, okay? As I cut the cheese. Now, I like to cut it a little bit further from the edge, because that way, you're left with is a little bit of a ridge that you can close the cheese on whenever you put it back in the fridge, right? And I might have just ruined that by tearing it open. But anyways, I'm going to grate the cheese. Now, be very careful of your fingers, because if your fingers grind down this thing, you're going to get a cut. And it's going to hurt a lot more than a normal cut, because these are scoopy blades, okay? So you got to be really careful. If you're concerned about the safety of doing this, you can also wear gloves while you're doing it to ensure you are safe. But most people don't do that. Okay, so we're going to add a bit more cheese, because keep in mind how much nacho meat we have. We're going to need a lot of cheese for this. I think, yeah, that's about a third of the whole thing we're going to add on top. All right, we're ready. Grab it in your hands, sprinkle it on top. This is going to be awesome. My kitchen is dirty, don't judge me. Okay. Now, we don't want the cheese to go on the bottom, so mix it very carefully, because cheese on the bottom is going to burn. And I don't know if you've seen burnt cheese before, but it looks like this is a crusty substance that is, well, yeah. Still tastes good though. Made that from chicken strips. Made chicken strips with cheese on them. But yeah. So now we're going to let the cheese melt. Might even need to add more of it because I made an insane amount of this. But the hard part's over. You have successfully made nacho sauce. Just dip this in it. You're done.